Fuck! I haven't been streaming. Well, where do you... Well...
Cross up this ladder. Then you're going to find a crate with some AC units. There's going to be a quick dialogue here with B12. Just spam through it and then climb up the crate. Go up the AC units. And then speak with this little robot here for another cutscene. So go through his dialogue options, just spamming through it. Thankfully, that's all we needed. So all we need to do now is climb up this crate and onto the pipe, then onto this plank over to the roof here. And then you'll see this ladder you can't climb, so you gotta climb up the pipes here to the left. Climb up those pipes, then up the crate, onto another pipe here, and then just keep going up. And this is going to conclude chapter 9. Can't climb, so you gotta climb up the pipes here to the left. Climb up those pipes, then up the crate, onto another pipe here, and then just keep going up. And this is going to conclude chapter 9. Then we're going to use this pipe here, and then another pipe going upwards. And there's a pipe sticking out with an AC unit. Climb up that, and then onto 2 bigger pipes. And then a final pipe leading to a hole in the wall. Once you make your way through the hole, it's going to be just a little short cutscene showing you dropping down into this area. We're getting closer and closer to the end. We're going to get through these chapters here pretty quick. So this is basically the end of chapter 9. We're just going to run up here, go into the subway. It's going to be another automated cutscene with some dialogue.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Skip through all the dialogue. Okay, perfect. After the dialogue, you'll have control again. We're going to cut through the little train here. And then we're going to go across and up this escalator or these stairs. Under this broken piece of gate, and then go out this gate here. We're going to just cut around the side here, keep going straight all the way down past the yellow vending machine. Then
I already know what the fuck they do, buddy.
And we're now in chapter 10. We're in Midtown.
Something to me about
going
home.
straight, and then up this ramp, and you're going to find a holographic statue in the center of town.
I already know, bro.
That'll be a good reference point for us for this run. We're going to then make our way right past the big red neon sign, and then into this apartment complex.
I already know, buddy.
We're going to then go left and up the stairs. Then we're going to go right immediately. Up those stairs, and then we're going to go out this doorway and then to the right, and then down past this sort of wall structure, and then through this little hole in the window.
Wait. Oh. I don't need to do that? Okay. This doorway and then to the right, and then down past this sort of wall structure, and then through this little hole in the window. And of course, get ready for some dialogue with the NPC Clementine at the wall. So just speak to Clementine. Cut through the dialogue really quick. You're going to get the contact message. There's a few things we can do to speed up this area. So what we'll do is we'll jump out the window here. We're going to make our way down onto this sign. We're going to need to get a cassette tape. So what we can do here actually is jump straight down to this camera. And we can knock this one down before even speaking to the guy. Make our way around the side here, jump onto this box, and then onto this shelf, and then onto the camera, then back to the shelf, and then down on the box. Then come over here to this ledge, and then jump on the third and final camera. So after all the cameras have been knocked down, then we can make our way down to the NPC that's going to give us the cassette tape. So you can just jump down onto the sign and then to the AC unit. And then he's just in the center of the square here. Speak with him, and if you destroyed all 3 of those cameras, you're going to get the cassette tape. What we're going to do next is we're going to head into the bar here to the right, which is where that red neon sign is. We're going to do this part first because he has to walk, and it takes a bit of time, so that way we can do something else while he's walking. Climb up the shelf here, and then knock the bottles onto him by spamming triangle. That's going to wake him up, and it's going to trigger him to walk to where he needs to be. Now, while we're waiting for him to walk there, we're going to exit the bar. We're going to go where the holographic statue was in the center of town. We're going to run past this area here to the clothing store. Make our way to the back of the clothing store and find this cassette tape player. Use the cassette tape with it to distract the store owner, and then we can steal the worker jacket. After we steal the jacket, you can run back outside towards this truck. We're going to find a worker here, and we can jump in the box. You're going to see that guy that we woke up in the distance there. He's slowly making his way here. So we were able to just do that while we were waiting. It just saves a little bit of time. And there will always be a box spawning there as well. So for whatever reason you take too long, don't worry about it. Just jump into the next box and he'll take you inside the hat store. He's going to get bitched at by his boss. But look, man, his boss is kind of an asshole. So it is what it is. After that, he's going to take you inside the hat store. And then once he drops you down, the jump out button in the bottom right will highlight, and then you can just jump out. So once you can, jump out of the box, don't waste any time, and then grab the worker hat from the hat stand in the window. Come over to this vent and press triangle to open it. Then we're going to head down past the clothing store where we got the jacket from. We're going to go down into this alleyway and to Blazer. We're going to give him the contact message first. He's going to have a little bit of a dialogue option here, so just go through them. After that, he's going to ask for a worker jacket and helmet, which we already have. We're going to give him that, and then a little cutscene will play out where he gets changed into them. And then we can just go through the dialogue and jump straight in the box to trigger another cutscene. After the cutscene, he's going to take us into our next area that we have to go to. Once he gets through and sets you down, you can jump out of the box. We start making our way through this area. So right here, you're going to see a sentinel. You can run past some of them, but I wouldn't risk too much because sometimes you can die. But this first one here, depending on where he's going, you can kind of just go under him. So we can just cross under him, wait for him to turn, and then we can just go right under. Squeeze past him, go over the barrel drums once this sentinel moves. You're going to see he's there now, then we can quickly cross over. Once you've crossed over, you can then run all the way down behind him. He's then going to zoom away, and then we're safe to go over the barrels in the distance here. Then there's a cracked door that we can go through.
No!
And we can make our way past this area here.
Fuck, I'm dead, I'm dead. Oh!
Watch out for this sentinel by just climbing up this platform and then on the swivel beam. Use the lever to open up the gate. And you can't actually go back that way. You have to go to the left and then onto this pipe. And then wait for the sentinel. Don't rush too much. We have plenty of time in the speed run still, so don't feel, kind of rushed. Go past the sentinel here. And as you can see, whenever the shadow from the trash blocks the sentinel, that's where we're going to run past. And you'll see I tend to just run past right here and even though he sees me, unless you're going for that trophy to not get caught by them, you don't have to worry about it. If you are going for that and you do get caught, just hit restart. But I wouldn't do it too much because, of course, you're going to rack up your time for the speed run. So just keep going through this. And even right here, I just kind of ran through. Even if you get clipped, but I wouldn't do it too much because, of course, you're going to rack up your time for the speed run. So just keep going through this. And even right here, I just kind of ran through. Even if you get caught, if you're fast enough, you can just go through the barrel right up here. And then you can go. Make your way into the red barrel, push forward and go through the lasers. And once you make your way inside, there'll be a little bit of a puzzle here. And all we need to do is move these little robots here. So activate the robot, then he'll follow you over to this platform. And then press square when he's on it to deactivate it. And then jump on it and then over to this ledge. Then you can drop into this room that's locked, open the doorway with the lever, and then activate the robot that's in here by hacking it with square. And then you can move him over this way. Make sure you don't block the platform, otherwise then you might waste a little bit of time. And then go ahead and hack it on the other platform and then run the barrel over to the third platform, just going directly through the center. Again, we're like basically near the end. We still have heaps of time, so try not to panic because then you'll just make more mistakes. Just follow along. We got this, guys. After you steal the battery, it's going to have another cutscene. You will have a small bit of dialogue with B12 afterwards, but then we can just proceed through the level. So we're going to jump down into this bucket. Zip line on over, and even though we know Clementine isn't going to be at the house, you can't actually skip this part. So we're going to run through the town again. So we're going up the stairs into Midtown, and we're going to go back towards Clementine's. So again, make your way towards the center, where the holographic statue is as a reference point. Then go right past the bar, which is that big red neon sign. Make your way past this barricade and you're going to find some sentinels in the area. I'm going to stealth past them by going left, and then once they move to the right, we'll just continue going left and then up the stairs. Once you're up the stairs here, just go right. Make your way around the back here and then through the middle section. And then wait for this one to turn away. You can see he's right there. And then after he turns around, quickly jump on the ledge to our left. And then you can go down and past him once he turns around. After he does that, drop down and then go left. That'll bypass that other one that's there, and then we can go up the stairs, jump on this ledge or railing, over the side. And then as long as there's not the one facing this way, we can quickly run through the window. You can see he was just about to get me, but I was too quick. Now once you get in here into Clementine's house, you're going to have to find some clues on where they went. So what we need to interact with is the mannequin here in the bathroom. That's going to give us our first clue. Our second clue is going to be the incense burner here on the desk or the table. the lounge. And then you want to come over to the bookshelf, scratch this cloth until this bookshelf opens, and then use that to climb up to the top. And then go around the back here and then interact with this crystal. This crystal is going to be our third clue, and then we can jump down. We're going to go into the kitchen here, and then on the countertop, jump up to the shelf, and then interact with the lava lamp to get our final clue. Crystal is going to be our third clue, and then we can jump down. We're going to go into the kitchen here, and then on the countertop, jump up to the shelf, and then interact with the lava lamp to get our final clue. This is going to trigger the full riddle, so we know where to find Clementine. And then now we can exit out of here and go out the window we came from. Make sure the sentinel is not facing you. And then once it turns away, we can then jump down, go across the sign here, jump down to the little sign, and then we can jump down to the AC unit below. Make sure that last one here doesn't catch you. Wait till it goes by and then quickly jump down and run out of the apartment complex area here. Go under the barricade and immediately go left down this alleyway, past a bright blue neon sign. You're then going to find a trash can. You can jump up by another blue neon sign here. You're going to find a pimp named Slickback. You can just skip right past him, go on the pipes here, and then up to the window where we can find this guy that lets us into the nightclub. So skip his dialogue. And the nightclub's going to be really quick. We're going to jump through the window, come up over to the bar here, take the strange drink. We're going to come over to the right side of the bar and interact with this guy that's holding a lever. Go ahead and give him the strange drink to grab the lever and then head on stage. On the stage here, you can put the lever into this little socket and then activate the lever to push this part down to climb on top of it. The DJ will then come over and press the lever again to lift you up to the top. And once you get up here, you're going to then find a control panel. I'm going to press the button on the right, so just press triangle, and then go all the way to the button on the left, just ignoring the middle button. You get up here, you're going to then find a control panel. We want to press the button on the right, so just press triangle, and then go all the way to the button on the left, just ignoring the middle button. So activate the right and the left, and then we can start parkouring across these to trigger a cutscene. After that, continue parkouring over these ceiling objects here. And then once you go through the doorway, through this window, up the stairs, you're going to trigger our cutscene of the chapter here. So this will end chapter 10, and then we'll be finally moving into chapter 11. So just start skipping through all of the dialogue. And then we only have 2 chapters left, guys, so we're making really good time. Let's keep up this energy and keep skipping this dialogue.
So close! Oh my god!
Alright, so upon waking up after the cutscene, you're going to be in this cage. You just want to go left and then right, building your momentum and moving whenever the cage goes left or right. And then that way, once you have enough momentum, you break the cage open, jump over to the left to get onto the pipe, get onto the railing, and then jump over to this broken pipe and then onto the swivel beam. And then once you have enough momentum, you break the cage open, jump over to the left to get onto the pipe, building your momentum and moving whenever the cage goes left or right. And then that way, once you have enough momentum, you'll break the cage open, jump over to the left to get onto the pipe, get onto the railing, and then jump over to this broken pipe and then onto the swivel beam. And then after it swivels over, we're going to climb up again. It was a little bit dodgy there for me. And then jump over from the ledge through these bars. Now in here, we're going to go on the left side and activate the swivel beam. Then we're going to jump off and activate it again. So jump on this left one twice to push it all the way over. Now we're going to go on the right side. You should only really need the door we just came through. Jump up the AC unit, use the pipe to then go over to this railing, and then up onto the balcony here. Now for this sentinel, we're just going to run through his beam. So we will get caught for a moment here, but we'll just run down the stairs really quickly, up the trash can, onto the iron beam, and then up to this balcony. That'll automatically trigger a cutscene with Clementine showing us that we need to grab the keys, and then that way we can open the cell. Alright, so how we get the keys is directly from this cell here. We're going to come through this doorway with the railing, jump through this window, and then jump through this window with the bars, climb up on the desk and grab the keys with triangle, jump down, go back the way we came through the window and then out the other window, and then through the doorway with the bars, and then we're gonna wait for Clementine to lay out her hand and then press triangle to drop the keys in there. After that, Clementine will break out of the cage, and then we can start our lovable escort missions, guys. You know you love them by now. Thankfully, this chapter isn't too bad and does feel like it goes by fairly quick. And I'm going to make it nice and easy for you guys. So again, we're just following Clementine out of the cell.
Go.
Come over to this doorway to the left, and Clementine's going to open that. Once the door's open, we can just make our way down. There's going to be a cutscene here, so you kind of just have to wait for Clementine to be in the area. So it's, again, sort of just a waiting game. Now, the cutscene doesn't have any dialogue throughout it, but I'll go ahead and come back to you just moments before the cutscene is over, just so you can prepare to do the next part. Alright, so after that cutscene, Clementine will come over to the gate that's nearby. We're going to unlock this one and then head down the stairs, because now we've got to rescue B12. So we're going to run down the steps and keep going all the way down. It's going to trigger another cutscene here. Just a short one just to show you that sentinels are in the area, so it's another stealth sequence that we have to do. Overall, it's not too bad though. Clementine's going to tell you where to go. We're going to jump through the window here into this office and then out this window. Climb up these red boxes and then onto the AC vents here. Jump over and then onto the other AC vent and then down to the ground again. Jump on the pipe to avoid the red lasers window. Climb up these red boxes and then onto the AC vents here. Jump over and then onto the other AC vent window. Climb up these red boxes and then onto the AC vents here. Jump over and then onto the other AC vent and then down to the ground again. Jump on the pipe to avoid the red lasers and then jump down and avoid the sentinel's beam behind this desk or this control panel. Make your way across to the other side. Using the AC unit, wait for the lasers to go behind you and then jump down. And then quickly make your way into this room where this wire is, and you can press the lever down to activate the AC unit, wait for the lasers to go behind you and then jump down. And then quickly make your way into this room where this wire is, and you can press the lever down to activate it. Activating that lever is going to release B12, and now we need to get to him without getting caught. You can actually just run out here, jump through this window, and we're just going to be quick, make our way up to B12, grab him before this yellow laser gets to us, and then jump through the window. If you need to, you can hide under that middle platform as well in case you are about to get caught. But then we can just run right back to where we started, through this office and then out the window, and then bring B12 towards Clementine. Then we can just run right back to where we started, through this office and then out the window, and then bring B12 towards Clementine.
Where'd I come from?
Jump through the window. If you need to, you can hide under that middle platform as well in case you window. And we're just going to be quick, make our way up to B12, grab him before this yellow laser gets to us, and then jump through the window. If you need to, you can hide under that middle platform as well in case you are about to get caught. Heartfelt moment between B12 and the little cat. Don't you just love that, man? We'll put these onions here. Alright, so immediately after that, spam through all the dialogue and then we can hack the door using B12 to continue through this chapter. We're not too far off chapter 12, so we're going to run onto this trash can up here, press triangle to knock down these bricks. And then Clementine will slowly grab the brick and then throw it through the glass. Yeah, Clementine is doesn't really understand the concept of a speed run, you know what I mean? But that's alright, we're still gonna be fine. Clementine will chuck the brick through, and then eventually you can jump on Clementine's head and then climb through the window. Jump down from the light fixture onto the trash can. Into this office is going to be a lever to open the gate. Press that to open the gate and then we can continue on. Now I'm going to show you how to do this part nice and easy for both of these so that way you guys don't have to waste your time. Open the gate. Press that to open the gate and then we can continue on. Now I'm going to show you how to do this part nice and easy for both of these so that way you guys don't have to waste your time. Go through the dialogue option and then the gate will be open. There's going to be a sentinel here. All you have to do is aggro it by running into the beam. Try and dodge a little bit in case you are about to get shot, because it can kill you. Once the sentinel makes its way in here, you can just hack the door. Even if you get locked in, you can come through the door because it's just bars. And then after that, Clementine will come through now that it's safe. Once Clementine finally comes up to the gate will open, and we can make our way into the next area. Now this next area has 2 sentinels, but I'm going to show you a nice, easy way to take care of them. So you can pause your game if you need to watch this beforehand. Again, it doesn't add to the timer. What we're going to do is we're going to trigger this sentinel. We're then going to run over here and trigger the other sentinel. Run both of them through here. Wait a moment. Don't run through the door just yet. Then run through the bottom and then run back out. And hack this door, and if you didn't do it too fast, then the other sentinel won't make it in time, and then they should both be locked in there. So it's a nice, easy way to do it, and then Clementine will come over and then open this other door for us. Alright, so once we've got this door open, immediately to your right is going to be a vent that we can go under. Make your way in here and then through the bars. And then we're just going to open the lever to our left to let Clementine in. And then after that, we'll trigger another cutscene here. Go ahead and spam through the dialogue yet again.
With Galen's now approach to
Oh my god!
provide the support you need.
And then we're going to head over to this truck and press triangle on the keys that are left in the door. And then scratch the keys, and it'll be another cutscene for us to jump on the back. And again, more dialogue options, so be ready to skip it. After the cutscene, we'll jump on the back of the truck. And then we can use that to get over the gate. Alright, perfect. Jump down into this area here, run all the way to the back to get into this office type area. And then again, our lever is just at the very end. Now activating this will get us a way to escape, but it's also going to trigger the alarm and summon more sentinels. So all we need to do is then run back to where we jumped over the gate from, and we need to try and catch up to Clementine and jump on the back of the truck again. So just keep running. I'm not even sure if you can die here. I don't think you have to bob and weave or anything. I think it's just for, you know, kind of suspense purposes. So just keep running. And eventually you'll catch up to Clementine in the truck.
No, you can't die here. I died here. I died here before.
So after that, you're going to have a little bit of a dialogue with Clementine after you get through the gate. You're going to be very unhappy with Clementine's decision, but we've got the subway key now, so we're just going to make our way down into the subway, and then we can pop the battery in as well. So after the cutscene and you regain control, we're going to run down the stairs past this gate. And then what we want to do is make our way through the train and then go to the right. You're going to see a doorway down at the end of the hall. Following the wire, basically, you'll see a black wire. Just follow that all the way down. And then eventually to this control panel where we can pop in the battery. After you do the battery, it'll be again another short little cutscene. And then we can make our way into the actual train and activate it at the front with the subway keys. So make our way back through the doorway we came. Now you're just following the cable again with the green lights. And you're just going to the very front of the train where the seat is. And then you can press square and use the subway keys in the ignition. That'll trigger another cutscene and then take us to our final chapter, guys. Chapter 12. We're at like an hour and 30 minutes, like 2 beats. We got this shit. Once it stops and opens, go through the door and then up the stairs. Make your way all the way to the top, and then we're going to go right, and then up the stairs again, and then we're going to go left at the top of these stairs. Then we'll go up a little set of stairs. You're going to find a machine to activate that we need for a puzzle, so to speak. Activate him and bring him over here, and it should auto kind of set him against the wall. So it should just kind of slide there, and then we'll head over to the right side, inspect it, and have B12 take a look at it. You'll have a little bit of dialogue with B12, and then he says we can work together. Press square again, and then run over here. Press triangle, and then scratch the wires to short circuit it. And then with yours and B12 help doing it at the same time, you're going to open this control room door. Run over here, press triangle, and then scratch the wires to short circuit it. And then with yours and B12's help doing it at the same time, you're going to open this control room. After the dialogue and the cutscene, we're going to make our way to the very back of this control room. You can just make your way to the very back, and then press square to inspect it. It's going to trigger another cutscene with B12 and some dialogue. And then he's going to ask you to turn on all of the computer monitors throughout this control panel. So you can see some of them are highlighted blue. So skip through the dialogue and then jump up onto these control panels. Whenever you hit the keyboard, it's going to turn them on. So you just want to go to the ones that are blank, turn them on, and then jump down, and do this for all 3 of the control panels. So you can see, just watch out where you jump. If you turn one off, it's not a big deal, just turn it back on, because we need them all to be on, and then once all of them are on, you'll have a cutscene again. A little bit more dialogue as well, so be ready to skip that. After that, you're going to see that the control station has kind of gone into a lockdown. And there's 3 different locks that we have to break. So what we'll do again is skip through the dialogue, and then we have to break these. So we're going to climb up the control panel. Go to the top over here, and then onto this one on the right. Press triangle to lift open this flap, and then triangle again to break the wires. And then after the wires are broken, we can press square on the machine over here. And that allows us to basically hack the monitor here and remove one of the locks. So whenever we break the wiring, we can remove a lock. Go through the dialogue again. It'll play these little sort of cutscenes, so to speak, but nothing really happens. So once those are done, we can then head over to the right here, jump on this cabinet and knock this little piece of metal down. Jump down and then scratch the wires here, so then that way this system can be hacked as well. And then just look up cabinet and knock this little piece of metal down. Jump down and then scratch the wires here, so then that way this system can be hacked as well. And then just look up and press square. B12 is going to hack it, and that's going to kind of backfire on him again. And then now we only have 1 left. Skip through the dialogue again, and then we're going to head to the opposite side of the control room. So in this corner over here, we're going to press triangle down at the bottom, scratch to reveal the panel, and then scratch again to short circuit the computer. Then we can look up and hack the final one. And after we do this one, that's going to pretty much expend all of B12's energy there. So we're going to have to pick him up from here, go through his dialogue, pick him up and bring him over to this control panel that showed the locks. And now that's unlocked, when we get up here, we can press triangle to drop him on there and have a cutscene. And there's going to be a little bit of dialogue between you and B12, and then it'll be just one massive cutscene. That's not the end of the game though, so stay tuned for after the cutscene, and I'll show you where to go from there. So after the cutscene, we can go to our final area. So this is just about at the end. Now, if the video did help you out and you were able to get through the speed run without any problems and without, much stress, why don't you leave a like on the video? It does help me out. And if you're not a member of the clan, think about subscribing today, as it really does help me out and gets my content out there as well. So hopefully I narrated this well, because it was pretty hard at times, but hopefully I made it easy to follow so you didn't have to keep looking at the screen all the time. But once the cutscene is over, we'll have control over the cat again, and we'll head our way out of the control room, through the double doors, and then down the stairs to the right. You're gonna find a giant metal door that leads to the outside world. Then you just keep running forward until you hit the cutscene. As long as you did this in under 2 hours, tip your paw on the God, I know you did. You guys smashed it out, and you got the I Am Speed trophy. So again, thank you guys so much for going with me on this quick little journey. I hope you had a great time. And if you're one of my real ones who made it to the end, why don't you leave a comment below that says,
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
Other than that, clan, that should get you the speedrun trophy, and I hope it did help you guys. As always, I really appreciate your time. I hope you had a good time going through it with me as well. Hopefully the narration wasn't too bad. I'm pretty burnt. It's about 1 a.m. Again, I do all of this all on my own while also working full-time. So if you do want to support me by checking out the Patreon and being immortalized in all of the credits of my videos, then why don't you check it out? And again, there are other ways you can support me by just liking or sharing the video. It does get my content
Did I do
out
it?
there, and it helps me quite a lot. Also, if you want to be a part of the Discord, check out the description. A lot of people are active in there, and I'd love to have you guys in there to have a chat.
Please.
Other than that, guys, thank you again for your time. I absolutely appreciate it.
Let's fucking go!
Getting that speed.
Let's fucking go!
Hopefully, you're platinum.
Let's fucking go!
It is.
Let's fucking go, motherfucker!
And hopefully, you're platinum.
Yes, fucking sir! Come on, bro. I just don't. Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. I just said that.